Yes, my people. Craze 24 is in the studio. What one, bro?
What's going on, King?
Yeah.
In the building. Big up everyone listening.
Yeah, respect. Thank you for coming through, my bro.
Nah, thank you for having me, King. One hand washes the other. That's how we do, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, most definitely, bro. So it's like, you've been on the rap scene for time, bro. You're a legend.
Long time. Early days, I was getting in and out of trouble. So it kind of, so it took me a bit longer to do what I needed to do, you know what I mean?
Because you was on like Channel U.
I was Channel U era, man, and had videos in the top 10 for like 6 months, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, nominated for the awards, and I've done a lot, man, back in them days, yeah.
No, big up. So how has the journey been for you so far as an artist? Because your first tune came out when? What year? Can you remember?
I have no idea, bro. That's
10 years plus?
10 years plus, yeah,
right,
definitely, 10 years plus.
So as an artist, how has the journey been for you, say?
I would say it's been good, man. It's about the journey, innit? So in the early days, yeah, it was good for me. I believe if I didn't get in trouble, if I weren't bad and I weren't unfocused in my earlier days, I would have already done what I needed to do, you know what I mean?
So music kind of found you, kind of saved you?
It kind of saved me, yeah. And then I got distracted, got drawn back in. And then I've had to find my way back out. And now I'm out. And I'm staying out.
You're out, yeah. No, I hear that, bro. Maximum respect, you know what I mean? So who have been like your biggest influences in music growing up? Who influenced you to do what you do now?
To be honest, I would say man like Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac would be my biggest influence.
Realist, yeah.
Hip hop, yeah. I love the realness.
Okay.
And I love that he stood for something.
100%.
You know what I mean? He'll go against the grain and make everyone know this is what I stand for, and if I stand alone, then I stand alone, you know?
100%.
I respect that.
And all that black power that he came with.
Yeah, he stood for something. He stood for his people, and he stood for change, for what was going on. Yeah. And people, not just black people. He stood for poor people, you know, the ones there, which I respect.
Yeah, maximum respect still. So, aside from being an artist, I've seen that you're also like an influencer online, of course. Yeah. And you've done some writing as well for Big Issue magazine.
No, I'm nominated by a Big Issue.
Is that right?
Yeah, in the top change makers of 220. So basically, I run some youth workshops. I own a studio in Croydon. I run some youth workshops where I try and give back. So I've got one workshop I run with my brother, big friend, called Always Progress, where we focus on teaching the youngers between the ages of 13 to 21 about the industry, about the equipment, how to use the mics, how to do the mixing, how to use the equipment and put together a product, how to write their lyrics, deliver it, and then about the industry itself, so about the marketing and about that kind of information.
Now, big up, man.
And then, sorry to cut you, but then I've got another one called Everybody's Got to Learn, where I do the same thing, but we more focus on mentoring, and we deal with the more younger ones that are getting in trouble, when we talk to them about knife and gun crime awareness and try and show them the negative effects that it has on the community around them and the people that are affected by it.
No, 100%. So for those listening, you know, they might be a bit scared to reach out, do you know what I mean, to get involved with certain things. How can they get in touch with you in terms of...
Just DM me. Go on Insta. I am Craze24. I am Craze24. That's who I am. And just send me a message, man, and I'll respond to everybody. No, respect. So I see that you're kind of vocal, and the next question that I have is, of course, a massive question. Yeah. It's just like, it's a massive problem right now. We see like Pop Smoke, do you know what I'm saying, recently, you know, and other big artists, and even, you know, people within the community. Like Nipsey
Hussle, and more so the UK as well. What do you think can help solve this problem with gun and knife crime? Personally, what do you think? What's gone missing?
You know, I think knife crime has been part of the English culture from before Windrush generation. So I don't, when we talk about knife crime, I don't see it as just a black issue. I know at the minute it might be mainly the young black boys. But back in the day, my mum's generation, my dad's generation, you had the Teddy Boys, you had the Craze, you had a lot of knife crime, you had the punks, and it was normally being done to the black boys, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
But then I would say in the place we're in now, it's a lot of it, from my perspective, I don't blame, but I think the elders have to take some form of responsibility. They might not be the ones out there doing the dipping, but they're not. We're not playing our position. We're not G-checking the youngers. We're not giving them other opportunities. We're not giving them the advice and the information they need to understand, because we're in front of them. We've done what they're doing now already, you know what I mean? And we're in a more mature place, so we need to kind of pass on them lessons and guide them to a better place, rather than watching them self-destruct of mistakes that we kind of taught them, true. And then pointing the finger and saying, look how bad they are, they are. They're bad because we kind of made them bad, because we was promoting negativity to them when we was in our heyday.
Sure. So you feel that the youngers lack kind of guidance?
Definitely, 1,000,000%.
Okay.
And I think the olders are busy trying to be the youngers.
No, for sure.
So there's a break in the hierarchy.
Yeah,
like when I was a younger, my olders were my olders.
Your olders are your olders.
And I didn't get no confusion. I had respect for them. Whether I could punch man up and whatever, I had respect for man all the way through because you was my older and you was always guiding me and trying to bless me. So I think that's what's kind of missing now. The olders don't play their position in regards to guiding the youngers.
Sure. And this is one thing again, like being misguided the youngers, and then secondly, more importantly, is just like there's like a mistaken like kind of in identity. Do you know what I mean? For me, social media must be a part of this whole problem. Do you feel that literally social media is influencing people to do certain crimes and such crimes because there's glorification within social media?
I would say social media is part of the problem, but I would say we had the problem before we had social media.
Right, okay.
So when I was coming up, we never had no social media. The man then would find ways to communicate, and we would all just link up at a spot.
Still carry
and
out
then
the same.
we'll still. So I don't think social media is the thing to blame. I think it's down to us, innit, as the olders and the youngers, and we're taking on a culture that isn't on, innit, kind of thing, and we're not being guided to say this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is where we're supposed to be building, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
We come from nothing. We come from pre-slavery. Do you know what I mean? So we're supposed to be taking generation after generation. We're supposed to be building up, investing in assets, and building and building and building, rather than just living or turning up like we're living when we're not even really living. We're just working hard to pay and spend the money to kill ourselves, to abuse ourselves. It's a mad cycle.
Do you feel that the government can do more to help us or to help the people in general?
Yeah, definitely. I think the government can, but I think that coming from where I come from, if you're relying on the people that got me, I'm here because of slavery, innit? I'm here because my people were taken from somewhere, brought to somewhere else, and then came here to help out with what was going on. So if I'm gonna rely on the people that started that process to make the change, I'm a bit stupid.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dumb move.
we need to deal. We understand what's going on, and we need to be strong enough and man up and deal with it, and try and raise ourselves up.
Sure. Because you wrote an article, I think this is for the newspaper.
Yeah.
Which newspaper? About school days.
I've done a few. I've done South London. I've done so many.
I think it was the South London one.
Probably was, yeah.
Like, you was infuriated by learning as a younger.
Yeah.
Learning about slavery.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? How do you feel that black boys and girls can be supported more in schools within society now? Because back then it vexed you in terms of learning.
It vexed me because the way I was taught it.
Right.
I was taught it in a way where there was no form of care or regard for me. There was no empathy given to me when it was delivered to me.
Right.
We were sitting in a class. We were shown textbooks with Africans with things, chains and everything around them.
Sure.
And we was told that was your people, and this was our people. And when I asked, so what happened? My teacher was just like, we decided to let you. There was no like, we was doing wrong or nothing. Right. It was just like, we decided to let you go, and that's it.
And that's that, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a bit peak still. No, I hear that.
But I do think, in regards to your question, if I was taught it in a way where I was taught that there were black kings, there were black queens, we built empires. Timbuktu was a library in Zimbabwe, you know what I mean? Where it was the biggest library in the world, and we was taught things, that showed us that we come from something other than slavery, empowerment things. Then as a people, I probably would have been totally different. I would have been less rebellious, because all I was taught is I come from rebellious rebels.
Anger.
And people's done bad things to me, and you've got to accept it and just keep going.
Sure. And that's what I was saying about how black boys and girls can feel more supported in schools, and these kind of things here will basically empower them if the kind of syllabus was kind of flipped. Do you know what I mean?
But again, like, if we expect to be taught
from
the people that, I'm not saying it's everybody, because it's not everybody, but when slavery happened, it was a legal thing.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't illegal. It weren't a couple man doing it. Yeah. It was illegal. If you go back and watch some of the stuff that was happening, you can see kids getting hanged and everyone celebrating like they just won £1 million. People are standing there with the biggest smiles on their faces, clapping everything. So yeah, we need to learn about the good that happened and not just the bad. Yeah.
No, for sure. So my next question, it's an open question again. What's your personal thoughts on drill music?
And my personal thought, I like drill music, but we need to control the narrative to a certain extent and not just, like, the man them can talk about their pain, innit? We have to talk about our pain in order for other people to understand what we're going through. But we need to
therapy as well. Yeah.
Exactly that. But we need to not glamorize it, and we need to make sure that there's more to it. So if we've got the negative drill where we're talking about and reflecting about our negative situation,
100.
we need to have some positive drill where we're talking about the ones that come through it and blah blah blah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that's very good actually. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you feel that there's a connection between these crimes and drill music, as
I think that,
as the media say? Do you know what I mean?
I think there's a connection between, like, if we just promote negative, then you can't deny the connection when negative happens.
Sure.
So we need to balance. Balance is the key.
Balance is key. Yeah.
100%.
So that's all that side, the music side now. The reason to why we're here today, and thank you for explaining yourself and
that's no problem.
your views on gun, knife crimes and such things like that. We can always come back to that.
That's fine, my brother.
But Dying to Live is the debut album, mixtape.
To me, it's a mixtape. Like,
Okay.
my distributors, and a few people have labeled it as an album because they see it as an album. But to me, it's just warm up. Like, this is mixtape. I'm putting it out, and when my album comes, you know what I mean? Even though this is very, very good quality
it's very,
music.
very good standard. No, I feel you. So I have such artists on there like DWE, got P Money, it's got Style OG. What can we expect from the album?
A journey, basically. It's a journey where there's negative parts and there's positive parts.
Sure.
But it's a journey reflecting on the environment that we grew up in, you know? And the mentality of dying to live.
Yeah, no, of course. It's self-explanatory, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So, Everybody's Got to Learn came out August 2019 last year. Do you know what I mean? There's a very strong message within that tune about gun and knife crime again. Do you know what I mean? What was the reception from that tune coming out?
It was a very good reception in regards to the some of the industry people, like the South London presses or the BBC or blah blah blah. But I will say that there was people within the industry, and I'm sure you people, know who you are, that needed to get behind that campaign. That wasn't getting behind the campaign. And I'm keeping it true. You know what I mean? If we're standing for something, then we need to stand for it 24/7 all the time. Man can't be picking and choosing when they want to stand for it. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, you didn't want to power play or support that song, but then you're power playing and supporting songs what are saying the total opposite.
Shouldn't,
And then you're saying you're against the opposite. It don't make no sense. Man's moving like they ain't got no sense.
It's kind of deep, you know.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that from your kind of perspective, innit, of how it should be, and those wheels are turning, but they're not turning really truly for the positive. I was
disappointed by a few people I even know that are in power positions. I was disappointed because I expected you to stand behind the whole project all the way through, and you was umming and ahhing and then promoting the opposite and then pretending that you was standing for something, which is a bit confusing.
Yeah, no, for sure. So in terms of the production, how did that come about for that song?
Production for that, to be honest, I produced that. It was produced by Iron Soul, big up Iron Soul, and I had that sitting there for a little while.
Okay.
I had it sitting there and I wasn't paying attention to it, and then I laid it down, and then even when I laid it down, I still had it sitting there because I was more focused on the gas. I was more on that wave there. And then it's only someone sat me down and said, bruv, you've got this, you need to start working in this direction. And it resonated with me, and that's what happened.
Nice. Let's get into this one. This is Craze 24. I'm gonna play it for you right here on Westside. This one is Everybody's Got to Learn.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
It's for my young guard soldiers that's caught up in street wars. Young girls moving like you're loose when you work more. It's time to get yourself together and recognize what go on. There's nobody's gonna live forever. I know it's fun hanging around in them broken estates, scheming fuck life while you're slightly begging for rain. See you girls getting drunk, sneaking into them raves, acting like some big women flirting, looking for days. But look around you and recognize all that's going on. Like, don't get caught up in the hype trying to be the man. Get handcuffed and locked down before you're 21. Your mother couldn't keep you control, your daddy gone. And I don't wanna see you locked in a cell in a courthouse waiting for sentence of bail. It's long when you're trapped all alone in a cell. It's them good times out with your friends and your girl.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
You don't have to waste life getting in prison, getting caught up in gun crime. And
everybody's gotta learn sometime.
in the blink of an eye, you're gone ghost, whole family crying. It's nuts.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
You only live one life, liquor man, take time.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
I know it's hard, focus and make the most of your life. You need to step your game up. Don't be a follower when you was born a leader. Only waste your future. Know you wanna get bigger, make major paper. Be an actor, model or an entertainer. Complete school, can then go to college. Study this message in the streets. Already done it. No need to get back in it. You be the future. Our kids were here to see you through it. Continue to work. You study. That's the way to win it. The drinking and smoke is a joke. Just weakens your spirit. A major distraction that stops you completing your projects. And you don't wanna be the waste man that could have done it, but couldn't put in the work. Could just support your habit and waste life. Trying to hustle the roads. Trying to play the man's role. Take your time and go slow. You soon grow. Learn there's a lot to this life. A lot more than the drugs or the drama, the hype.
Everybody's gotta learn something.
You don't have to waste life, getting prison, getting caught up in gun crime, and
Everybody's gotta learn something.
in the blink of an eye, you're gone ghost, whole family crying, it's nuts.
Everybody's gotta learn something.
You only live one life, little man, take time.
Everybody's gotta learn something.
I know it's hard, focus and make the most of your life. I ain't a preacher trying to teach you religion. You're old enough to make your own decisions. It's up to you if you listen, but trust, actions speak louder than words. So if you wanna go through, recognize you gotta put in the work. Let's get your nut down. Try and keep away from the streets. Anybody disrespects can just bring it to me. You stay focused. I know that if you try, you succeed. You want some help, some motivation, give you all that you need. I got you when you're good and when you do the things required. I got you when you're bad and when you're disrespectful to others. I'm here to love, teach, support and protect. Encourage all that you do until we're parted by death. And even after that, blood, give you the strength that you need to help you cope with that. Forever here by your side, you know we got your back. Picture me watching from a star in the sky, making sure you make the most of your life, the most of your life. Cause
Everybody's gotta learn something.
you don't have to waste life, getting prison, getting caught up in gun crime, and
Everybody's gotta learn something.
in the blink of an eye, you're gone ghost, whole family crying, it's nuts.
Everybody's gotta learn something.
You only live one life, little man, take time.
Everybody's gotta learn something.
I know it's hard, focus and make the most of your life.
Everybody's gotta
That's a big tune there, bro.
Blessings, King, blessings.
Nah, big tune. The message is there, loud and clear.
Yeah,
You get
powerful,
me?
yeah.
Very, very, very. That is Craze 24. Everybody's got to learn
learn something.
off the new mixtape, Dying to Live.
time.
It's a very powerful video attached to that tune as well, sir. If you're feeling the song, go YouTube and watch the video and see the message behind it.
Nah, respect. So that brings us to your latest single, of course. Now this one is called Can't Let You Go,
Can't Let You Go.
featuring Kyla.
Big up Kyla.
Big up Kyla.
All day, every
Come
day.
on, one dance and all that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
She's a superstar,
Doing
man.
bits. So how did that collaboration come about with you and Kyla?
Kyla's my peoples, man. She's been my peoples for a very long time. Her
Really?
husband and me are very, very close. I think her husband's studio was the first studio I recorded in ever.
Crazy Cousins.
Crazy Cuz,
Oh.
Palface, big up Palface all
Okay,
day,
respect.
yeah. So basically, yeah, I built I built the song knowing that I wanted her on it. No one of them
Okay,
ones
yeah,
there.
okay.
But it's a story about a good girl, bad boy, and they're not meant to be together, but they can't let each other go.
Sure.
So
Because I know more time you've been on like the conscious tip, do you know what I mean, on the UK rap scene. What brings you now to crossing over to the Afro wave, you could say?
to be honest, what I want to do is not limit myself. I'm an artist.
Sure.
So I want to make sure I stand for something at all times. I stand for helping the youngers and building them up and rising them up. But as an
100%.
artist, I still need to be me, and I need to experiment and show my versatility in regards to adapting to anything I can, you know what I mean?
100%. So how's the reception to this tune been so far?
Very, very well.
Very good.
well. Yeah. Show me that there's a mark that this is a good place.
It's the way forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because from what we were saying before, you know, about being black, you know,
Yeah.
because we're both from the Caribbean,
Yeah,
but we're from Africa. It doesn't matter about if you're from the Caribbean or you could be from somewhere else,
Yeah.
whatever, we're African.
Definitely.
And the empowerment of Afrobeats right now is kind of phenomenal. Do you know what I mean?
definitely.
It's worldwide. So we're kind of glad that as a people that we can stand together for the one cause of the genre. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
we're being celebrated and we're being, we're getting some credibility.
about time.
Yeah. It's been a long time, bro.
Let's get into this one. This is Craze 24 featuring Kyla, Can't Let You Go.
All
All I need is just a little bit of you in my life. We can raise a couple of kids, I'll make you my wife. Cause you're just so special. Your face pretty like a flower with them delicate petals. Your smile beautiful. Love the way you sound when you giggle. When you see me, butterflies in your belly. Love the way I'm real, I love the way you're funny and witty. You give me strength, motivation while I'm writing my lyrics. And tell me, Craze, stay focused as I know you can do it. It's never mad at me, no. If I was short with the dough, if I was trapped in pill march, you sent me money and clothes. I know loving you is kinda easy cause you're beautiful, girl. I feel your energy enough to settle down with you. It's mad, your body act like a sauna. You smell good, you smell good, you smell good. My speedball, one ducking on your arbor. Your steam fish, leave my man banana. So
I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. I will be the one that's by your side. I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. Won't let nothing pass us by. Can't let you go, can't let you go, no. When I'm with you, I can touch the sky. I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. We'll be riding through.
you're so low, not a regular. Know the keys to a man's heart's good food, filling his belly. Not the type that's in love with the telly, you're so queen. Nah, babes, it can never be that. That's not me, you know. Instagram girl, Snapchat fiend. You don't have to post pictures every time you look fleet. You don't live on Facebook and have to constantly tweet. You're too busy trying to focus on your hopes and your dreams. So I'm a trap queen, you're trying to get away from the street. You had enough of the beef and you just wanna be free. You focus on the possibilities of what you'll achieve if you just stay in university and partial degrees. It's mad, your body act like a sauna. You smell good, you smell good, you smell good. My speedboat, one ducking on your arbor. The steam fish, leave my man banana. So
I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. I will be the one that's by your side. I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. Won't let nothing pass us by. Can't let you go, can't let you go, no. When I'm with you, I can touch the sky. I can't let you go, can't let you go, no. We'll be riding through the night.
I wanna show you to the world like you're my trophy. Feel like a champion, as girl you chose me. And I've been winning from the moment that you told me. If we could do this all again, you still choose me. I wanna show you to the world like you're my trophy. Feel like a champion, as girl you chose me. And I've been winning from the moment that you told me. If you could do this all again, you still choose me.
If you choose me. Don't know what you're waiting for. If you lose, don't lose me. I will be there for you. Anytime, any place, anything that you face. So if you choose, then choose me. If you choose,
I like that one there as well.
don't know what you're waiting
In fact, when they Craze 24, Kyla, Can't Let You Go.
We'll be there for you anytime.
Off the mixtape, Dying to Live, out now. Make sure you copy it,
If you
stream it,
and choose me.
all of that. Big up Craze 24, man. I like that one there still.
Thank you.
I wish you some huge success in terms of the album going
Thank you,
forward.
my brother.
So what's next for Craze 24 in terms of after the mixtapes out there, you know, it's out now?
I'm gonna work the music on this mixtape throughout the year, but
Sure.
I'm already starting working on my album. I'm already
Nice.
like a few tracks up. You know what I mean?
Nah, I hear you.
So
Nah, that's good.
I'm a creator, so I like to create. That's my element. You know what I mean?
Sure. Are you performing anywhere? Like, are you on set?
Yeah, I am, but
Any shows
I've
coming
got
up?
a lot of shows, to be honest.
That's
I
good.
think the next one I'm at is the marathon thing, but I'm not sure on the date and time. There's a little marathon thing going on.
No, I hear that.
I think it's about a week. But I've got loads of shows.
Man.
If you want to know more info, just go to my Insta.
Yes.
Where I update you on everything that's going on daily.
That was my next kind of poll. If you could basically tell the people, the listeners, your Instagram, your Twitters, all your handles,
My
please, bro.
Instagram is I am Craze 24, so that's at I am Craze CRAZE 24, and everything else is Craze 24. Just add me, follow me, and I'll do the same, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on. Anyone interested in the workshops as well, just DM me. Or interested in anything that I'm doing, just DM me because I get back to everybody.
Yeah, that's love still. Yeah, big up. So because you've been in the games for so long now, do you know what I mean? 10 years plus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Have you got a message for anyone listening out there right now in terms of inspiration, if they're an upcoming artist or whatever grind that they're on, that you could basically tell them as words of inspiration for someone that's been in the game for so long?
I'll just say, the main thing I'll say is focus, yeah, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Like, I think a lot of us have got this mentality like everything's got to be perfect.
Sure.
Everyone's got to see you being perfect. And in this game, it's about the journey, innit? It's about
Sure.
people seeing you grow. Yeah, so sometimes showing your vulnerable side and showing your mistakes is part of the process of people seeing you develop
100%.
and falling in love with your journey, man.
Nah.
So be real.
I rate that still. So for those that basically may or may not know, you know, before we actually went on air, you was discussing about like slavery and stuff. How has that impacted you in terms of the journey that you know that we embarked on as people from back in the day?
I think that we have a sense of responsibility as a people to try and get ourselves to a more even playing field where we're respected in society and we're treated the same, and we earn back what was taken from us. You know
100%.
what I mean? So
100%.
I think that should be all people who descend from that experience. That should be the top of your agenda. It shouldn't be about buying luxuries as the man them do. So it shouldn't be like, I'm gonna get money, bang, let me go and buy a chain, let me go and buy a car, let me go and buy this. It should be, I've got money, bang, let me get some assets.
No,
yeah?
100%.
Let me make the money off the assets to buy my luxuries.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and then I've still got my assets, which is still giving me that. You know, we gotta kind of focus on understanding how the financial industry thing works.
And be smart.
Be smart, bro. Stop showing off.
Yeah, man. Social media and all that. Don't get gassed by it, people. Stay smart, stay focused, you know what I mean? Continue your hustle, your grind, you know what I'm saying? You will get there. Craze 24, thank you very much for coming
Thank
through.
you for having me, King. Big up yourself.
Thank you, brother. It's been very inspirational, I must say.
Blessings,
do you know what I mean? The most inspirational show I've had yet.
Thank you, my brother.
Do you know what I mean? Much love. Dying to Live is out now, of course. As I said, I'm gonna play the tune with Kyla one last time before we go. So make sure you check it out properly. Shazam it. Do what you gotta do. This is Mr. Gio out. I'll see you next time. This is Saturday Night Vibes with your boy. This is Westside. Yeah.
Bang.
All I need is just a little bit of you in my life. We can raise a couple of kids, I'll make you my wife. Cause you're just so special. Your face pretty like a flower with them delicate petals. Your smile beautiful. Love the way you sound when you giggle. When you see me, butterflies in your belly. Love the way I'm real, I love the way you're funny and witty. You give me strength, motivation while I'm writing my lyrics. And tell me, Craze, stay focused as I know you can do it. So never mad at me, no. If I was short with the dough, if I was trapped in pill march, you sent me money and clothes. I know loving you is kinda easy cause you're beautiful, girl. I feel your energy enough to settle down with you. It's mad, your body act like a sauna. You smell good, you smell good, you smell good. My speedball, one duck in your arbor. You steam fish, leave my man banana. So
I can't let you go, can't let you go now. I will be the one that's by your side.